acting a fool and walling and hollering, act like you done lost your natural mind, and act like you can't get it together. Get up from, Lord have mercy. You got to speak to yourself right in through there and say, get up from there. What is wrong with you? Life didn't end because he walked out the door. Baby, you still got it going on. Whether you look like a can Coke or a 2-liter, you still what? You the one messed up, baby. Lord have mercy. Come on back, come on back. When you begin to deal with Christianity, it stands out among all religion because it takes advantage of the invitation and the personal relationship with the Father. It takes advantage of the fact that no longer do we have to have a priest or somebody to communicate for us. The veil was ripped from top to bottom, and now we have open access to the Father. And so it is now, after I get through hollering and after I get through letting him see every star, I quiet myself in the presence of the Lord and I let him speak to me. Lord have mercy. I let him speak to me. And see, unfortunately, sometimes in our life, we begin to miss the greater blessing or the greater fellowship that we have with him because we have the inability to hear, or we're too impatient to hear, or we just can't recognize his voice because we seek advice from the woman at the counter at Burlington. We go down there to Sam downtown and let him tell us something. And so now we're all confused and we don't know what the voice of God sounds like. Did he tell me to stay or did he tell me to go? And so we end up confused. But can I tell you something tonight about the Father's voice? The Father's voice is spontaneous. You remember he just up out of the blue told Abraham, leave all your folk, get up and move out. Not even knowing where he was going, but he began to move out because he heard the spontaneous voice of the Father. Can I tell you the Father's voice don't make sense? It's senseless sometimes. It was Bishop Blake that said faith don't make sense, but it makes miracles. And sometimes when the Lord speaks, I was talking to him today. I said, what? You said what? You want me to do what? And so it does not make sense. But can I tell you that the Father's voice is sure? You remember in Judah, he said, let there be, and there was. Lord have mercy. He said, let there be, and there was. And then after he got through, BJ, he said, that's good. And so the Father's voice is spontaneous. It doesn't make sense all the time, but it is sure. And so when he speaks, something ought to ignite in your spirit. Something ought to call forth life out of your belly. John 10 said, I am come that you might have life and have it more abundantly. When it comes now, the voice of the Father, it causes you to stand up and be full of luster, which means that you are strong. Let the weak say, I am strong. Maybe weak all on the inside, but when I come out, baby, I'm strong because you ain't gonna rattle me. Greater is he that Lord have mercy, on the inside of me than he that is in the world. When the Father steps on the scene and he speaks to your situation, it begins to create loopholes. You don't have the credit score, but the next thing you know, you driving off the lot. How you do that? My daddy did it, boo. I'm driving on my Father. See, the Spirit of the Lord, when he speaks, he creates a loophole. And that son that deserves 75 years, the jailhouse doors gotta be open because the Father, has and he opens